Hello. Okay. Today, I am trying to level up. I'm trying to do things I've never done before. In this example, I'm always trying to do things, challenge myself, and often it's frustrating. Okay. In this example, I got a new mic and I got a new mic. I'm trying to set up my camera. I mean, the video quality is clearly not as good as I want it to be. So, am I going to let this prevent me from going live right now? I haven't gone live on YouTube in a while. Am I going to keep working, keep running in place? I'm not getting anywhere and I'm just fumes are blowing out of my head right now. And on top of it, I take a step back and I realize I'm not only trying to set up my camera, it's not working, trying to set up the microphone, I can't find it. And I'm texting and I'm hungry and it's like suddenly I'm frustrated. Yes. Setting all of this stuff is not easy, but I realized that when you're in a frustrated state, when I was in that frustrated state, I was more vulnerable to other things coming into. Usually I'm more on top of certain things that are frustrating me right now. Does that make sense? So when we're already in a frustrated state, then things that are additionally going to frustrate us are more likely to come in because we're not on top of our game. I wasn't completely ready to say no, thank you. Let me just put that away. Does that make sense? Have you guys experienced that? Please let me know in the comments. Have you experienced this? And I'm also going to share what I did in this moment. So obviously I started this live. I did it anyway. I'm doing it janky, as my coach Nick Santanastasso likes to say. I'm putting myself out there, even though I'm not doing this perfectly, because I have something to say. I know that I have been sitting on the sidelines for years now. It's 2024, and I started this coaching journey in 2020 where I was getting all of my certifications. I have like 4, 5 just from Health Coach Institute, working with them for years, which I absolutely love. I would never change what I've done. And, you just keep getting certifications, you keep getting coaches, you keep trying to learn. I'm like, oh, I'm not good at sales. Let me join this sales program. And then that was a total bust. You have to really be aligned with the person that you're working with, is what I've learned, So that's why I don't look back and say, I regret joining that program. I regret that money I spent joining that program because I have learned something. There is always learnings. There is always a mess in the message, right? So I am just going off on a tangent. Of course, I'm like daydreaming about going live on YouTube and creating videos more on YouTube, getting back into YouTube, being able to set up a new laptop so I can do this outside and over here, and I can set up a little studio. And while I'm daydreaming that, I'm picturing it. Whatever you're doing at home, picturing the vision, seeing it in action. I'm picturing a beautiful background behind me. I'm picturing being outside doing this. I'm picturing being mobile and doing this. I'm picturing doing it, picking it up anywhere when I'm feeling inspired. Now, I'm picturing using my Nikon camera. I'm picturing using my new microphone. This is all a beautiful thing because if you're picturing something that you want, you're also experiencing it. When I'm closing my eyes and I'm picturing, visioning what I want to be having and doing, I'm also experiencing it. Okay, how can I explain this? Let me know if this makes sense, please, in the chat. I'm picturing hundreds of people watching me live right now, doing exactly what I'm doing, but 100 people watching me live. And the chat is blowing up. They're like, yes, we understand. Oh my gosh, I do this all the time. When I'm in the shower, I'm singing, I'm picturing I'm on a huge stage singing. When I'm going for a walk and I'm in it. When I'm in bed and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should be going for a walk. Oh my God, I love this example. You're in bed, you're sitting on the couch, and you're picturing going for a walk. If you can start visualizing, you put your shoes on, you walk outside, you see the trees, you feel the wind on your hair. Do you see what I'm doing? Everyone comment, yes, yes, comment if you, yes, 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 right? I'm already visualizing it. And then guess what? I'm going to be acting differently. I'm now acting differently because I'm ready for that walk. I'm mentally prepared. I'm ready for that walk. I'm mentally prepared for 100 people watching me live. I'm already saying, comment yes if you do and no if you don't. I'm already setting myself up for success where I want to be. You cannot get somewhere without believing you're going to be getting there, which means I have to be the person I want to be before I can actually become it. I have to believe that I am a walker. That doesn't make sense. That I can walk, that I have to believe that I can walk a mile and get home before I'm going to push myself to walk a mile and see if I can get home. Does that make sense? Yes, 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 yes. Right? If I don't believe I can walk that mile, I'm never going to even try. If I'm only picturing walking a mile, why not just walk down to the corner of the block and see how I feel? Okay, I get to that block. I walk another block. I feel great. Okay, Nicole, doubt's starting to set in, but I'm remembering I just walked 2 blocks. So why don't I just go home? I pushed myself. I did a great job. I'm going to go home. And then that means I walked there and back. Every time you just continue to push yourself a little bit harder and you have the vision of walking a mile. So let me bring this back into my space here. Is I started this live because I'm wanting to push myself. I'm wanting to have a fancy microphone. I'm wanting to have a fancy camera set up. I'm wanting to have a fancy background. Not the camera isn't set up, the background isn't set up, the microphone is set up. So let's do it. You know what I mean? The stories we're telling ourselves, are you telling yourself that this isn't enough? This microphone, I don't even know if it's working, honestly. Like, you know, it could not be working right now. But if I came into this live and I said, I'm not even sure if this is working right now. I just set it up. I'm already setting myself up to fail. I'm already taking myself out of the game. I'm already lowering my energy. I'm already sitting in the mud. Personally, I love mud. It's great for your skin. Nick says he's sitting in his poopy diaper because what that means is that if I take myself out of the game by saying my background isn't perfect, my camera isn't perfect, my mic isn't even working, I'm not even going to go live. Okay. So What does this mean? This week, what story are you telling yourself? What are you encouraging in your life? You want to really visualize what you want. Oh, Zach's doing it right now. He's protecting the cats. Oh, he's dancing on stage. He's a singer. He said no. Dancing. Dancing in the middle of a huge crowd. So, take this. If you are going to really, you just watch this video for 10 minutes. Good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. I just did a 10-minute video. Whoop, whoop. It's live. So, do not just listen and then go back into take this action step and take it seriously. What are you going to do? You're going to visualize and believe that you already have what you want. Because guess what? Then you're going to look around and you're going to be like, wow, actually, this background's kind of cool. You're conditioning your mind to start seeing what you want when you have what you want. Does that make sense? How many people have you heard? They're like, they got the money, they got the fancy car, and then they didn't even really want it. I got the camera set up, I got their microphone set up, and then I didn't even have anything to say because I hadn't been practicing before I got the whole setup. I hadn't been pushing myself. I haven't been living the experience I want before I had it. Does that make sense? I think it does. I am going to trust that you think it does. So take this into your life, start visualizing and believing and realizing our mind is such a powerful tool. So let me know that you saw this action step and make sure to like and subscribe so you can watch the next video. See you later.